In this video, I will show you how to scan a real-life object and then transfer it to computer for future modifying or creating accessories or precise fit parts. So in this case, I have an electric unicycle, and I'm going to create a protection for this corner that will precisely fit and repeat the shape of the edge. So first of all, I will go to the App Store. I'll find the app that is called Capture. So this app uses the Face ID camera that is located on the front of your iPhone. And I'll hit the scan button, so you have to move your iPhone really slowly. And this app will create the points cloud, so I'll slowly move around facing front of the iPhone towards the object I'm scanning. And when I'm done, I'm just gonna click record button or volume button. Now I have this corner scanned, just like that. And I'm just gonna hit save. So and then you go on settings and you have to create account. I'm not gonna show that part, it's pretty easy. So after that, we are done with the object and we're gonna move to the computer to transfer the point cloud and convert it into the surface that we can work with. You have to go to standardcyborg.com and sign in with the same account that you have created on the iPhone. Download a scan that you made. Download PLY. Now you have to open Meshlab. All links and steps you can find in the description to the video. So drag your file into here. This is the points cloud and we're gonna make it a surface. Filters, remeshing, and the last filter, screen poisson surface reconstruction. I always go with default settings, but if you don't like the result, you can play with this. There is a manual on their website. If you go back to this website, you can follow this process to do adjustments, but defaults are working pretty well for me. Okay, so you can see now this is surface. That's what we need. You select this last mesh, file, export. We're done with Meshlab. Now we need Blender. In the Blender, delete all this extra stuff. A, X, Enter. Then you go File, Import, PLY. Scale of this object is always wrong, and you have to multiply it by 1000 on each axle. Right click on the object, set a region, geometry to a region. After fixing the scale, we have to clean the model. You have to switch to edit mode, just hit tab, Z, wireframe. I will clean everything that I don't need. So you just select all those vertices, X, delete vertices. Just select whatever you need, say this corner, and then invert the selection, Command I. X, delete. So I have to switch to object mode again over here, or just by clicking tab. You can see how many faces we have here. Too many. So Fusion 360 won't be able to work with that many faces. That's why we're gonna reduce them. Scan quality can be not so good as I have here sometimes, and you can just smoothen the surface by applying this modifier. So you select the object and then you do smooth, use the default settings, just hit apply, and it's gonna do the job. So I don't need this one. I need decimate to reduce the amount of faces. In decimate, you select planar, and in wireframe you can see right away. So it has removed all those faces on flat surfaces. Over here you can adjust amount of details. So if you feel like you lost some details on the object, because it's definitely you're gonna lose some definition, you can decrease this angle, let's say to 3, and so here we have 5 less, and if you go with 3 you have more details, right? But remember, so when you when we will move this to Fusion, if amount of faces is still too big, Fusion will refuse to work with this file. So always keep it on 5. Apply. So for now, this is not the object, right? This is just it's still the surface. And Fusion 360 also is not very good working with the surface. So we have to make a body from this. There are 2 ways. So you can see it has 0 thickness, right? So there are 2 ways. You can add solidify modifier. So this will add thickness to the surface, and you will get the body. You can use it in Fusion. But what I don't like about this method is because you increase the amount of faces. So you have faces on the front, and then you have faces on the back over here, right? So it doubles the amount of faces. And if your object has a lot of details, then this can be a problem. There is another way I like. I'll add the cube over here. Click G to move it around. Then G and R to rotate. GS to scale. Switch to edit mode, select face. I'm gonna select bottom face and bring it inside a model, so this cube has a complete intersection in the surface. It's completely intersecting with the surface. It's good. It's gonna go to solids, select the cube, add modifier, Boolean, and here you select the object scan. Okay, and depending on how you position the cube, you will have to select difference or intersect. So right now we have a difference by default, and this is what we need. So you click apply. So if you see that this cube is actually on this side, like if you see it's like this opposite, right, then you have to click intersect and it will change. But in this case it works with difference. So you click apply, and then you have to hide the scan, and here we have a nice clear object. I just noticed some garbage over here. Have to delete this. Yeah, so now we have a nice pure object. So it's only one face on the bottom, one face on the sides, and this is pretty detailed, low face object. So after this we have I will export this as STL file. First you have to select only this object, only cube, file, export, STL. Okay, and here it's very important, you have to select this, selection only, export. So I'm gonna open Autodesk Fusion 360. After you open Fusion 360, you have to turn off design history. Now I'm gonna insert mesh, STL. First thing I do, I'm checking the scale. So for example, I know approximately how long is this distance. So it says that it's 8 millimeters, right? So I know this is wrong, so this is about 8 centimeters. So I'm just checking the scale here, right? So I have to go to mesh, modify scale, select the mesh, and I change scale factor to 10. Okay. So now if I check this, it's 86 millimeters, so perfect. I have to go to the surface, modify, mesh to BRep. Select the body, okay. So you see it doesn't give me any warnings, nothing like that, because amount of faces is really low. So basically this is the object you can work with, you can do whatever you want. Here you have your real life object transferred to Fusion 360 and ready for any modifications. I'm just gonna show you an example of what you can do. So first I'm just gonna put back the capture design history. So what I can do, for example, like I was talking about making protection for this corner, right? So the simplest thing I can do, the simplest way to make protection here, you just take this body, right? Select it right here, and I'll go 7 millimeters this way, 7 millimeters up, and 7 millimeters this way. Now, so this is our original body, this is the copy. I'll go to combine, target body is just the copy we just made, and tool body is the original body, and I'm gonna cut it, and I'll keep tools. So now I have this roughly 7 millimeters thick cover. I don't need the entire thing. I'm gonna create a sketch over here. I'll go this way. Just gonna extrude this down. Intersect. So here you have your protector. Okay, so the only thing you have left to do, make it look not that rough, apply some fillets. The other way is more complicated and gives you more freedom. So again, I'm just sharing my experience, so you may use it for something else, maybe useful for something else. So I'll create a sketch where it's gonna be a 3-dimensional sketch. So create, include 3D geometry, and just gonna include some points over here along the edge. Okay. And I'll make a line here. And now I want to create one more sketch on the edge here. Okay, this is my face. Now guess what? We will do a sweep. Select this face, and path will be our line over here. Okay, good. And it will be a new body. So as I said, you have more control in this way. So I can move this a bit down. Okay, that looks very good for me. Click OK, and now I'll do the same. So I'll cut this body. So this is target, this is tool, and keep the tool. Okay, and again, you just got the perfect fit protector for the edge. So you can, if you feel like it's too thin, you can go back to this last sketch I did. Make it thicker. Now we have it thicker. So yeah, it's like that, and then you can 3D print it and protect your wheel or whatever you're gonna make with this.